Look at it. That is literal perfection. It's perfection on a plate. Come with me because today we're blending summer and fall. We're making my pulled pork shepherd's pie. Let's get started. It's cool out. We're feeling that crispness in the air, but we're not ready to succumb to summer yet. So today I'm going to show you a meal using leftovers that's quick, easy, and marries summer and fall. Let's get started. So we are making my version of shepherd's pie. We're marrying summer and fall. So I'm using my leftover pulled pork. So let's get started on the topping for our barbecue pulled pork shepherd's pie. I'm using Jiffy corn muffin mix. I'm using 2 boxes of that. This is going to be the topping for our shepherd's pie. And I know that shepherd's pie normally is topped with potatoes. Don't worry, we're getting there. To the 2 boxes of corn muffin mix, I'm going to add in 1 can of corn. You could use cream corn here, but the dish is so sweet already from the barbecued pulled pork that I just want to cut down on the sweetness of it. So I'm using just traditional canned corn. I'm adding in 2/3 of a cup of milk with 2 eggs. And we're going to just give that a nice whisk. She's beautifully incorporated. So to this, I'm going to add in a nice, generous handful of sharp, extra sharp white cheddar cheese. Not only is this going to give us a beautiful cheesy top, but it's also going to cut down on the sweetness from the sharpness of the cheese. That's all done, so now we can set this aside. Next up, I have my leftover barbecued pulled pork. I put it in a microwave-safe bowl. I added in a 1/2 cup of apple cider just to give it a steaming environment so the pork doesn't dry out. So we're going to take the plastic wrap off. She's good and hot. And to that, I'm going to add in my homemade barbecue sauce. It's already in the barbecue pulled pork, but we still need a gravy component, if you will, to the shepherd's pie. So that's what the barbecue sauce is going to do. It's also going to keep it good and moist, just like the first time you cooked it. I'm just going to give this a beautiful mix. She's juicy. You can hear the moistness of it. Now to that, I'm going to add in 1 bag of frozen mixed vegetables. You see the components here of a shepherd's pie. So we're just going to give that a mix. And then as the vegetables defrost, it's going to add just a little bit more moisture to the meat. Just because we're using leftovers doesn't mean that A, it can't taste like something brand new, and B, that it has to be dried out and rubbery and yucky. That's not the goal here. When we're making a large dish and we know we want to have leftovers for nights like tonight where we don't feel like cooking, this is one of the perfect dishes to do it. She's good and mixed up, so now we'll set this aside. So I have a prepared 9x13 baking dish that I sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. So we're going to take our meat and vegetable mixture and we're going to put it on the bottom. Now you want to spread it out into a nice even layer. I have to tell you, I made an 11-pound pork shoulder when I made the original pulled pork. If you haven't seen that recipe, go back to my videos from over the summer and you'll find the barbecue pulled pork, or you can go to the link in my bio and go to my Substack and it's there as well. All right, so now we have it nice and spread out and even and compact. So let's move on to the next step. Moving on to the potato portion of our shepherd's pie, I have here roasted sweet potatoes that I have left over from another meal I made. And I split them in half, put them on an oiled cookie sheet, and baked them in the oven or roasted them in the oven for 25 minutes. And look at how gorgeous and caramelized they come out. So I'm just going to take the same bowl that we mixed up the pulled pork and vegetables in because there's no need to dirty another dish. And I'm just going to scrape the insides of the sweet potato out and get it into the bowl. And just look at how easily, when you roast them like that, they just fall right out of the skin. To the sweet potatoes, I'm just going to add in some room temperature butter. I'd say about 2 tablespoons for this amount of sweet potatoes. Even though I salted it and peppered them when I roasted them, I'm just going to add in a little bit more pepper and a little more salt. And then I'm just going to add in about I'm going to start off probably with a 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. We can add more if we need to. And then we're just going to break up the potatoes, get them all smashed up in there, get the butter melted, the cream warmed through, and then we'll be done. Now guys, if you don't have sweet potatoes, don't freak out. Don't use them. If you have leftover mashed potatoes, use mashed potatoes. If you're a box potato person, use the box potatoes. And if you have nothing, don't use it. It's not that deep. I'm just showing you how I repurpose my leftovers. But this is not a recipe. Make it your own. This meal is for you and your family, not for my family. So make it however your family likes. The point is here, we want to repurpose the leftovers. We want it to taste different than it tasted originally. And we want it to be quick, easy, and delicious. And that's what we have here. Okay, so you see this beautiful puree of sweet potatoes that we have now? We're going to bring back our pulled pork and vegetable mixture that we made earlier. Just want to make sure these are all good and smashed up and there's no large chunks. And now we're just going to dump that out on top of the meat and vegetables. Get all of that goodness out of the bowl. Don't leave anything behind. And we're just going to do the same thing we did with the meat and the vegetables. We're just going to spread it out into a nice thin layer. You just want to make sure that you spread it out nice and evenly so that every layer is even, so everybody gets the perfect bite of everything. And that is gorgeous. Let's get a new spatula. Now we're going to take the corn muffin mix that we made earlier. And this is what I love, especially for this dish. When you leave out your corn muffin mix batter for a little while, the flour and the cornmeal in the muffin mix starts to absorb the liquid that we added. So this won't be a runny, gloppy mess all over. It's nice and thick. I'm just going to get this all out and repeat. Make a nice even layer over the top of our meat, vegetables, and sweet potatoes. Oh my God, she's gorgeous. Get into all the corners. Come on, guys. You cannot tell me that this is not gorgeous looking. Look at the layers that we have in there. We are going to pop this in to a 425-degree oven for just 20 minutes. Everything already in here is cooked. The only thing we're trying to cook here is the corn muffin, the cornbread topping, and it's going to be golden, bubbly, and delicious in 20 minutes. So our pulled pork is done. I let it cool slightly so it could settle. So now we have to cut a piece. But first, I want to just show you this. Look at them. Look at the layers again. Look at that golden brown cornbread. Oh, how could this be bad? Oh my God, it cuts beautifully. I swear to you, I wish you could smell this. Look at it. That is literal perfection. It's perfection on a plate. That is so good. And I'm so glad that I added the sweet potatoes to that because it just rounds out everything, but yet brings all of the flavors together. This is a match made in heaven. Guys, if you want the recipe to my pulled pork shepherd's pie, just comment the word recipe in the comment section below, or you can click the link in my bio, head over to my Substack, and you can find all of my recipes there. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, it's good.